Hey guys, welcome to another video. I'm here at KLCC, which is it's a park in the middle of KL, Malaysia. It's near the Petronas Towers, which is pretty cool. It's a nice little park. So I just want to let you guys know the experience that I went through when I was going through my healing journey, because you know it wasn't easy. I'll tell you that much. It really wasn't easy, and I suffered a lot, and it's very hard for me to say this because it's quite personal, and I just want to try and do whatever I can to share my experience with you so that you don't go through the same thing as me. I thought that there was nothing left. I thought that I couldn't get better, and it was a never-ending process for me. Well, it felt like that anyway. And I'm sure a lot of people out there are also facing the same hard yards as what I faced. And you know, I want to share with you how I got over it, basically. How I managed to pick myself up and, you know, get through it, because it's not easy. I can tell you that. And it's been 5 years now since that happened. So it was at a point where, you know, nothing was really going for me. I was in a really, really bad state. My mind was just really negative. And there was a time, there was a place where I didn't want to live anymore, because I didn't see the point in living when I was going through hell. And it is hard for me to say this to you, because it's not something everyone says. And again, I'm just trying to share with you what I went through, because it's all gone now. That time will never happen again, because I know that there's so much promise to changing your lifestyle and, you know, doing something about it. Because if you don't, then you're going to be still stuck in that same situation. And you know, I didn't want to be stuck in that situation, so I had to do something to get out of it, and that was through here. Obviously, you know, diet does play a massive role in healing this disease, and so does this. So yeah, there was a time where I didn't want to live anymore, and I just wanted to give up. And I'm sure, you know, a lot of you people as well out there that feel like that too. But here's me on the other side, and I'm here 5 years down the track, and I'm doing really well. So, you know, just remember that there are people out there that have done the same thing as me as well. It's not just me. I've managed to recover and be able to do the things that I'm doing now, which I would have never imagined when I was in my room laying there thinking there's no point in living anymore. So it brings up pretty bad memories, but I think everything happens for a reason. And the video that I posted earlier about all that message about how the 4 principles of spirituality, keep reading those over and over again, because it does help. It really does help. You know, you can do this, and that's what this video is about. I'm just trying to explain to you what I went through, what you can do to overcome some of the issues that you face. And you do that by having courage, having belief, and not having any doubt about the situation that you're in. And you have to hang in there. You have to allow yourself to believe that this is the way that I'm going to do this. And if you can't do that, then it's going to be very hard for you to heal your body. It's you know, it's not easy to open up. But if it's gonna help people out there that are going through the similar things, then I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say. And even now, just I'm in a park, people just looking at me like, what the fuck's that guy doing? He's filming himself. You guys can see just the camera, just myself, but everyone else can see me, that I'm holding a selfie stick and I've got a mic, but I don't really give a shit what people think. And that's the change, and that's what changed me as a person. So this is going a little bit ahead here, but from obviously the time where I gave up. But in order for those things to happen, in order for me to not give a crap about what other people think, I had to go through those really low times. I had to go through those really down times, because otherwise I wouldn't be the person that I am now. Yeah, so I wanted to give up. I wanted to give up in all life, and I didn't want to live anymore, because I couldn't handle the detoxification. I couldn't handle how my body was reacting to the food that I was putting in it, and how my body was actually releasing toxicity. I couldn't handle it. It was way too much, and I spent like 3 weeks in my room, just going to the toilet and back. That was it. And that was probably one of the hardest times in my life. And the second hardest was probably when I was in hospital in Japan, so. But I'm here now, and it's been a really awesome journey, and a fruitful one at that. So what can I say, really? How did I overcome some of the issues that I was going through? How did I overcome the time when I wanted to give up? It was incredible. Like, I don't know how I did it, but I guess I just picked myself up, and that was the only thing I could do. And there was hope. And that hope came from Louise Hay. You've probably heard of her before. She wrote a really awesome book, and she's got a DVD called You Can Heal Your Life. And I just took inspiration from her, along with being at the lowest of my low. I needed to change something. I needed to do something to change my path, because I wasn't going anywhere. In fact, I was actually going the other way, So it was a pretty hard time in my life. And this is sorry, just obviously it was a bit of a trauma, but I'm here now, so it just brings you back down to earth, really, doesn't it? You don't have like a hot head when you talk about this stuff, because you know where you've come from, and you appreciate every single thing in your life because of that. And that's that's what I'm doing right now. I think I'm just appreciating the fact that I'm just here and being able to share my thoughts with you guys on YouTube. So what made me do it? What made me get out of the rut that I was in? I think changing the way I started to think, changing the way those negative thoughts came into my body, came into my mind. And I really took Louise Hay's advice and started to adapt a positive lifestyle, not a negative one. So any kind of negative thought that would come into my head, just eliminate it. And slowly I started building momentum. And it was that momentum which really kept me going. And that's how I got out of it. It was obviously at that time, diet, didn't matter. It was all up here. And regardless of if you have 100% raw lifestyle, if you have a really good diet, If your mind isn't in the right place, you will never be able to do what you need to do to get to where you want to be. So it's really important to understand what's going on here and allowing your body to do what it needs to. What you think up here makes a huge difference to what happens in your body. Check her out, Louise Hay. You can heal your life. When you have control of what your mind does, I think that's when you are able to overcome some of the physical aspects, because you need to really think in a different way. You need to drop the victim, you need to drop the anxiety, you need to drop all those negative thoughts and realize that there is a lot more to life than thinking that way. And you need to understand that if you don't think in the right way, you're going to stay in the same position as you are. So do something about it. Change the way you think. Go check out Louise Hay. See what you think about what she has to say. And understand your body. And really take control of it. Take control of your health. And that's really important. If you don't do that, then you will find yourself in the same position as you are. So if you want to make a difference, change your mindset. Become a champion and become a person that wants to be healthy, that wants to strive, because you've got so much life left. Be the person that you were and go back to what you used to be able to do. Think about those things, because they'll get you to a good place. They'll get you to a place where you want to be able to do the things that you used to do. You want to be able to travel. You want to be able to live your life without any hassle, without any problems. And picture yourself in those environments so that you can get over that and get over the tough times. You know, for example, I used to put photos, my mum actually put photos in my room of me before UC. And you know, I used to look at those pictures every day because they were in front of me. So I had to really look at them, and I kept looking at them. And obviously, you know, I was really underweight. I looked like a stick pretty much, and I didn't like that as well. So I looked at those photos and I imagined myself being that same person again, and it did motivate me. It did get me to get out of the rut that I was in. So those little things add up to really big steps. So those little steps add up to a really big step. So, and that big step will just keep getting bigger and bigger, and it'll snowball. It's a snowball effect, and you will be able to recover. And just take control of your mind, take control of your health, and you will realize what life is all about. It's not about going to the toilet, it's not about taking meds, it's about actually enjoying it and living it. So thanks heaps for watching, and you know, post down in the comments below what you think. What are your thoughts on, you know, recovering from this, or this way of recovering? Like what did you do mentally to help yourself, if you've achieved that already? How did you recover mentally? What did you do to get into a really good position, whether you can have your life back? And yeah, thanks for watching guys, I appreciate it, and we'll see you in the next video.